East African community is making a massive move to combat Lake Victoria's pollution. With an incredible investment of 1.1 billion, they are tackling this issue head-on through sustainable effluent management. Funded by the European Union and the German government via KfW Development Bank, the Integrated Water Resources Management Program is geared towards boosting water quality, quantity, and infrastructure. Led by the Lake Victoria Basin Commission and its partners, this initiative will be running from 2023 to 2026. Engineer Asen Mukubwa, the IWRMP coordinator, is rallying for change. He believes that communities around the lake in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda deserve a better access to sustainable clean water, proper sanitation, and hygiene services. Speaking up during the World Toilet Day in Kisumu County, Engineer Mukubwa highlighted the urgent issue of toxic effluents from surrounding industries and households polluting this shared water resource.
The Lake Victoria Basin Commission has gotten support from the government of Germany through its Ministry of Economic Development called BMZ, but also with a support from the European Union towards, of course, the EAC to address the water quality issues into the lake. Now, when you look at the water quality issues into the lake, of course, the sources are different. But in particular, particularly because the Lake Victoria is surrounded by large cities like, of course, now we are in Kisumu, we have Mwanza, we have Kampala, we have Soma, Bukoba, and other cities. So all those cities being on the shores, of course, affect the water quality, especially when they send untreated effluent from the households straight into the lake. So today, as we celebrate the World Toilet Day, of course, we have come to partner with, of course, the county government of Kisumu, but also with other partners in the sanitation area, because when you look at, in terms of, let's say, access to safe water, you will see that, for instance, here, particularly in Kisumu, more than 90% are connected. But technically, when you supply 100 liters to somebody, he converts 85 into waste. So apart from the 15 that maybe he consumes, but the 85 now is wasted. So if now only, let's say, between 17 and 18% people are connected, so that means they release 90% of the water they receive into the environment untreated. Now, being on a shared lake, so if Kenya, the side of Kenya, Homa Bay, Kisumu, the side of Tanzania, if everybody now throws everything into the lake, of course it affects the whole community, because it's not only all those three countries that benefit, but also other countries in the community also benefits in terms of fisheries, among other things. So we have come as, of course, a regional organization to partner with, of course, the country and also the national organizations to accelerate this change we want to see in the way we handle the sanitation issues, share the little resources we have, but also join our hands as a community, as a block, to mobilize more resources to reach out to as many as people in the community as we can.
My name is Frederick Olwach, Director, Public and Sanitation, Kisumu County. Today we are celebrating World Toilet Day, and our theme is accelerating change. This day we want to celebrate what we've achieved in terms of development, in terms of sanitation, and we are looking at this in terms of accessibility of safe water and sanitation, and this is as per SDG 6, and we are supposed to achieve this by the year 2030, but if you look at it, its countdown to this is only 7 years, and we have made some progress as a county. We still have around 75% having using and improved toilets, but we are making good progress in terms of gaining these and making sure that at least now we are at 25% improved toilets. So that means we are making good progress in terms of where we were in the last 2 years, 3 years, where we were at 19%. We are now at 25%. Even though we still need to do more sanitation survey to find out where we are in terms of open defecation, but this previously been put at 3.6%, but with what we've invested in, we know we are less than 3.6% that we have now. But the county is making a strategic partnerships and decisions in terms of investing in sanitation, and we are working together with our partner departments of water environment. At the same time, we're working with our development partners to ensure that we achieve this, and we are looking at the Department of Health putting in an investment to support even development of toilets and sanitations within the county. But we also appreciate what our partners have done. We have a lot of partners here, Fresh Life, we have UNICEF, we have different partners who support sanitation, and if you go around there, you can see that there's a lot of sanitation products that we have in the market, and the different engineering and designs that supports investment in sanitation. But we're also talking about menstrual health hygiene, which we have Western Kenya sanitation coming in very strongly in terms of sanitation, but also taking in consideration mental health hygiene. And this we look at redesigning some of our facilities to ensure there's a dignified manner that we treat our mothers, our sisters, so that they are honored. And I think this day also reminds us about all this, and we are making sure that even the menstrual hygiene products are the ones that can be reusable and can easily be broken down to protect our environment. We have around 75% getting unimproved toilets, meaning they have toilets, but these are more of a kind of a latrine. So we improve this by bringing in sanitation products like the Sato span, Sato stool, and all this. I also mentioned that around 25% are having improved toilets. So that means that there's access to toilets, almost 200%. But there's some little, some lack of coverage in some areas. But I said this is like less than 3.6%. So that means that in terms of access to toilets and latrine, that's available. What we mentioned about whether improved or not. Coming to the measures we are taking to ensure that there is not going to be outbreak of diseases. Personally, I think I was in Nyalenda and other slums last week, and I was looking at the possible. So what we have is that there is a lack of access to sewerage system in these slum areas. But what we are working on with our partners is to make sure that there is proper disposal of this fecal or human waste, fecal waste. And that's why you have a lot of fresh life coming in to provide the toilets. And the issue there is about availability and access is there, but now is about disposal. So our major challenge is about the drainage systems, the blockage of drainage system, which we are working together with the Department of Environment to make sure that there is unclogging of the drainage system so that there is easy flow. But in terms of sanitation products, toilets, there's availability. What we are looking at is to ensure that there is proper drainage flow, and then there is not going to be outbreak of diseases. But we have public health officers and even the environment officers trying to unclog, find out the sanitation status, and working every day and night to make sure that the sanitation is improved and we avoid outbreak of diseases. However, the department is well prepared. We've mobilized our healthcare workers. They are on alert. We've had medical products, commodities, And in case there is going to be a possibility of outbreak, not only for diarrheal diseases, but even possible outbreak of even malaria, typhoid, and other sanitation-related, rainfall-related diseases. So once it rains, there is always going to be flooding, and that comes with the cost in terms of our disease outbreak. That can be typhoid, can be malaria, can be cholera. So we are prepared, and we are making sure that our people are on alert. We are working every day and night to make sure that there is no outbreak. And if there is, the teams are well trained, prepared, and we have commodities to manage this.